Good morning everybody, it's a beautiful Thursday here and I just thought I would hop on and do a little video about fear. At my last event, my afternoon tea event, I was talking to, well, a couple of ladies actually had mentioned how fearful they were about coming because of stress and anxiety. And basically fear was going to stop them from coming. So I thought I'd do a quick video on fear and basically how we can retrain our mind. It's about acknowledging that fear, okay? Fear does have a positive. So obviously if we were stood by a road, you know, when the cars come in, obviously fear would stop us from walking out in front of the car, okay? So it does have its uses. Obviously we have fear of fires, you know, it can keep us safe, but quite often than not, fear keeps us in an emotion of lack, okay? Don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of not succeeding. Failure stops us from doing so many different things. It's unbelievable, really. For years, I stayed in a state of fear. I didn't like to go out and meet new people. I didn't want to go to Morrison's. I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to go there. Basically, this fear told me that I wasn't good enough. Okay, so I'm here now to tell you that you are. All right, you need to start retraining your mind. Fear will stop you from just doing so many things. And basically, you are capable of doing it. If you just put yourself a tiny little bit out of your comfort zone every day, in a week's time, look how far you've come. If you put yourself out of your comfort zone just a little bit over the next few weeks, imagine how far you'd come in a couple of months. And it's the same with me. You know, I was speaking to one of my clients yesterday who's known me since Monica was just a couple of years old. And it makes me realise how far I've come. Now, I've not done it in a massive leap. I couldn't have been able to do that. You know, my anxiety and my depression years ago wouldn't have allowed me to do that. But basically, when I look back over the last 14 years, I realise how far I've come and how far I've managed to retrain my mind. And it's a lot, you know. Before I couldn't even go into Morrison's without having a panic attack. Now I'm quite capable of going into a building with hundreds of new people and knowing that actually my light shines brightly. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to realise how much you shine. Failure eventually leads to success, okay? That's what you've got to remember. When you fail, all you're doing is finding 100 ways, if it's that many times, of not doing something, okay? So, okay, this path doesn't lead to anywhere, so we'll try a different path. Eventually, you will find a path that will lead to a beautiful place and a beautiful outcome. Practice makes perfect, basically. Don't be afraid to fail. It's quite simple. So next time you start to feel that failure kicking in, I want you to stop and I want you to say to yourself, practice makes perfect. What is the worst that's going to happen if you fail at a certain thing? If you go for a job interview and you don't get it, at least you've put yourself out there. You know, failure, take it on the chin. It's obviously not meant to be the next job interview you go to. That might be the perfect job for you, but you're putting yourself out there. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become. And before you realise it, you've come a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles down the road. So it's just a short video, just mentioning fear and obviously how to overcome it. It is hard to retrain our minds. I know that. I know it's not easy because I've been there myself.